Oh, hello there. Let's see. Get a better angle here. Oh, look, no one cares. Henry Udoge says you should go to the Eureka Springs, Arkansas, the Crescent Hotel. I heard that suggestion quite a bit. It's like a haunted place, right? Like a spooky haunted hotel. I don't do that much paranormal stuff. I mean, I would do it. I would definitely hold on just a second. Let me get some. Oh, there we go. Poor deer in the bag. You think that is a deer? You think that's a deer? 128 people. Well, I'm happy. 128 people. Has the coronavirus changed process of making videos? Not yet. I mean, I definitely keeping it in the back of my mind. I don't want to get coronavirus. I don't want to put myself at risk. So I'm gonna proceed with caution. Well, I go to the Baseball Hall of Fame. I don't know. What's the experience like? I mean, is it just a bunch of plaques? Is there cool stuff to do in the Baseball Hall of Fame? I mean, I just don't know that much about baseball. I noticed people get sometimes people get irritated. Sometimes people get irritated when I visit stuff that I'm not knowledgeable. If I get coronavirus, will I YouTube live while in quarantine? Maybe that'd be a good time. That would be a good way to spend quarantine time. Have I seen the Sonic movie yet? No. My phone number. I'm not giving out my phone number. Is YouTube my full time job? Yes, it is. Scarlett, you're shaking the camera. Now I have been to Cooperstown. I went to the baseball. I didn't go to the Baseball Hall of Fame, but I went to the baseball wax museum. Scarlett, come here. Get off the table. Come on. Am I from Franklin, North Carolina? No, but I did live there for a period of time. I mean, I hope that the coronavirus. I hope they can get that in. Hope they can contain it somehow. It's pretty scary. How do I feel about Indiana Beach being closed for good? I'm super bummed. I love Indiana Beach. I can't believe that it would just be closed with no notice. And I'm hoping that someone steps forward and buys it. Theo the Kid. I don't know. I don't know if you've been following the news, but coronavirus is in America, and people have died in America. So it's not just some theoretical thing. It's very real, and I'm just trying to be responsible. Ryan O'Dell, you like my scream attempt? It's one of those things where you like I scream. I give myself a headache like screaming that loud. Here's the thing about the coronavirus is that it is highly contagious, and when you move around and you don't exhibit symptoms right away, so you can spread it to lots of people before you even realize you have it. And even if it has the same, even if fatality rate to, I mean, literally, like, it can end up every single one of us gets the coronavirus. Is Yeah, the main thing is we don't have a vaccine for the coronavirus. So we have, it's basically going to be like, basically the situation we're facing is a flu outbreak with no vaccine. Scarlett, can't be on the table. She keeps climbing on the table and shaking it. I'm sorry. She's out of control. She's a crazy person. Do I know Kobe Bryant? Yes, I know who Kobe Bryant is. I don't know, guys. It seems like everyone in here is not as worried about it as me. That's fine. But I travel for a living, so it's going to be a concern for me. I don't want to get the coronavirus. Orange the Orange says, has anyone made any crazy memes of me riding that horse in Texas? Yeah. Thank you for the super chat. No, man, I think actually I did see something. I think it said "Welcome to Texas." Understand? I do, guys. I just lost my. She just gets a little excited sometimes, don't you? Don't you, scar? On my shoulder. You're my little friend. $22. I'm sorry, my eyes suck. 22 surprises, man. Says, why don't some people like to watch older uploads? That's something that I'm really trying to figure out. People don't really watch a lot of the older videos. There's so many videos, and people don't necessarily watch them. People tend to just watch the new ones. I guess that's just the nature of YouTube. Scarlett, get off the table! Get off the table! Get off the table! Stop! Don't! You're gonna knock it down again! Don't knock down my Molderamas! Oh, look, you almost knocked Peter Pan down! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Sorry, I apologize for that. She's massively out of control. She doesn't know how to behave herself. You guys want to see the room? All right. This is the inner sanctum of the bunker. Got a Hodag mask, a signed picture from cast member of Shaun of the Dead that watches my videos. I don't know why I have a framed picture of Dolly Parton. Not exactly clear on that, but I think that's the first picture of me that art by Luke drew. There is the old map with the pins. And up there have that was going to be, that mask right there was going to be screen used. It was in development, but for a television show about aliens in a bar. but the show never got made. There's a mask I bought in Tijuana. Some older viewers, older than watching longer, may remember the Yogi Bear mask. We have the strawberry jar sign from Hillbilly Village. Stop playing with that map of Florida. There's the mummified possum down there. Some old Ramas. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Various other things. There's the Carpetbagger doll right there. There's possums up there. Lots of fun stuff. Bob 888 so thank you for the super chat. Says, have a few bucks, brother. Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, that's a jackalope right there. Scarlett, you're blocking the camera now. Oh my gosh. Trying to have a professional live stream here with this maniacal cat ruining everything. I'm going to talk into your tail like a microphone if you don't behave. Stop! 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 Oh, my wrestling belt's in another part of the bunker. Epic Ryan says you should start a second channel for the wrestling stuff. I thought about it. Honestly, I just don't have time. There's a lot of things that I would do if I had more time. Right now, it's a pretty big responsibility, just filming, editing, running the channel, attempting to do some form of social media. Who got the most drunk at Morty's wedding? Not me. I probably got the least drunk. As in, not drunk at all. Morty's wedding was beautiful. I'm so happy for him and Emerald. Levi Castler says, "Where is the singing fish from the intro? Does anyone remember where the singing fish from the intro now resides?" Scarlett, gosh. I'm sorry, I apologize to this cat. Don't know why she has to be incredibly difficult. I don't know why she has to get in the way of the camera. She has to make it all about her. No, Christy didn't go to the wedding. What are you doing? What was you doing, you? You're a bad kitty. You're a mean kitty. You're too close. You have to back up. They can't even see you when you're that close. Oh my gosh. It's terrorizing me. Get out of those moldoramas. You're gonna knock over these naked mole rats. When am I coming back to Tap? I'd love to come back to Tap. I just really need to talk to David. I want to come back, but I want to have it I want it to mean something when I come back. I want it to be something impactful. And I understand there's limited time, limited spots. There's a lot of trained wrestlers that work very hard to get time on a wrestling show. But, I just if I'm going to be on a wrestling show, I want it to be impactful and meaningful. I don't play the banjo. And this banjo is very old. It's over 100 years old. I keep it down here. Let me just say, I don't want to tell the story because it's not my story to tell, but it's a troubling family heirloom. The Pete the Disappointing Crow. Yes, took Annabelle to the museum. Crow didn't move because get out of there! Gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Are they gonna go to the new coaster at Kings Island? No, I'm not really not really the kind of person that goes to check out new coasters, um, especially when they don't let you film on them. To get you Fiji Mermaid, I have a little Fiji Mermaid, but I don't really like it. I want to get a more traditional Fiji Mermaid. A spray bottle. I don't have a spray bottle. Quacking to your Facebook message. It's been harder and harder for me to keep up with Facebook and social media. Really, the best way to get in touch with me is just send me an email. I know that's old fashioned, but it's probably the form of communication that I check the most often. Filming on roller coasters is very dangerous, though. Well, that all depends. That's a blanket statement. Um, yeah, some roller coasters definitely dangerous to film on. Any roller coaster is pretty much safe to film on if you use the right equipment. If you use a GoPro strapped to your body, the as long as you have something, as long as you have something strapped to you, if you're not a loose item. You need to go to the Caribbean. I don't know. I've got so many other places to go. Let's see. Let's see. Let's go to the board. Let's see how many places that we have to go. As you see, there is some dead spots and where I have or have not gone. When's the wedding cruise? We canceled the Carpetbagger cruise due to lack of interest. As you can see, I need to biggest blank spots: Utah, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming. These are the what's that? 4 states. These 4 states need some attention. As you can see, certain states get a lot more attention. I think Kansas deserves some more attention. Kansas is. I have filmed in Kansas, but I hadn't even filmed an entire video in Kansas. I'm hoping to do more in Kansas. Hoping to do more in a lot of places. Where's Utah? This is Utah. Okay. Oh, let me show you guys this. This here. This is a quilt that I can appreciate. This is a t-shirt quilt. It was made by Brother Tim. Well, not Brother Tim, but Brother Tim's mother, Magnet Fishing Granny, who Tim helps film for me when I do wrestling events in Georgia. And his mom makes these awesome quilts. And so a lot of these shirts are shirts that I've worn that belong to me that I couldn't wear anymore. See the Sasquatch Center. And then I bought a few extra shirts to help make the quilt bigger. And then he threw in some shirts. But it's pretty awesome. It's a pretty big quilt. It's very nice and warm. So my wife, ignore the litter box there, but my wife got me this big Zoltar cutout for Valentine's Day. Oh, let's say hi to the Carpetbagger while we're over here. There's my wall of accomplishments. This is when I got 100,000 subscribers. This is when I contributed a layer to the world's largest ball of paint. This is when I ate a 72-ounce steak. And this is when I stood at the center of the world. And then someone was asking about the championship belt. There it is. Scarlett, why don't you go out there? All right. We just locked Scarlett out of the room. Here is the time. And I don't want to. Oh, I was supposed to super chat. Chief Walka, would be really cool if you came to Busch Gardens, Williamsburg this year. New coasters opening up. I am planning on making it out there at some point. I wanted to go to Busch Gardens there. And I'll tell you what, I really do like Busch Gardens because they let you film on the roller coasters as long as you do it safely. So that's pretty awesome. All right, so Scarlett, I tricked Scarlett. She's no longer in here. If I have filmed Mall of America. Where's my collection of Artemat art? It's not well organized. Chattanooga has a controversial memorial to the unborn. What is it? Go to Canada's Haunted House by the Falls. Haven't I been to there? I've been to several haunted houses in Niagara. I've been to Cedar Point, Sandusky, Ohio. Nicole Coleman. Did you check out Evermore Park in Utah? Definitely on the list. Definitely something that I'm hoping to check out. Evermore Park in Utah. They got some really weird hours. It's really hard to figure out when the daggone place is actually open or closed, but we're gonna make it work. A lot of people take cruises this time of year. Corona cruises. Justin Coster says, "Hey, up when you're in Ohio, I'll show you the good food." Now, I don't want to. How do I put this? I don't want to say anything bad about Ohio. I've been accused of being anti-Ohio before. I think I put a kibosh on that when I went to Ohio twice last year, and showed some really cool stuff in Ohio. But what is Ohio food? Chief Walka, thank you for the super chats. When you come out here, I'll pay for your ticket as a kind gesture. You certainly do not have to do that. I can handle my own admission prices, admission tickets. But I certainly appreciate the offer. Oh, Lisa Chocolate. Yeah. You nailed it right there. The Ohio three-way chili spaghetti. Yes. A three-way chili spaghetti. That's definitely Ohio cuisine. Starline and Skyline, was it Skyline and Gold Star chili. Don Break says he doesn't contact people when he comes, which is if you like to travel alone. I guess it should. Yeah, I mean, guys, please understand. I mean, it would be really nice to be able to stop and say hi to every person and to meet every person that watches the videos. It's just not realistic. Um, when I'm traveling long distances, I'm traveling a lot in one day. It's very hard to coordinate with other people, and if I met with everyone that wanted to meet, it would just be the videos would be nothing but me meeting people. So I knew, and I do need to stay focused on filming and not just meeting people. And the other time there's safety risks with just meeting people on the internet. Chase Griffin, thank you for the super chat. Says your channel is an inspiration to make me want to travel. Forget the name of the place that seemed like a house with a sky bridge. I've, at the beginning of this channel, I met with some people. I was way more open to meeting with people. And honestly, it really, I don't know what a better way to say it is other than kind of got stabbed in the back a few times for being so trusting. So, you gotta protect yourself. You gotta be safe. Tornado that hit Nashville. Yes, I did hear about that. That was horrible. Miss my old job at all? No. One time I got stung by a jellyfish, and I miss that more than I miss my old job. Here's a couple little things here. We have the Gemini Giant bobblehead. Actually purchased this at the Launching Pad restaurant before it even opened. Stumbled upon it on a Route 66 road trip. Probably the most iconic and classic of the Muffler Men, the Gemini Giant. Now this makes me sad to look at. This is a 3D model of me. Look how you can see how fat I am in that. We got this made in New York at Gulliver's Gate. Gulliver's Gate's closed down now. They had a smaller version of me that they put inside their model, and I'm so bummed that that the Gulliver's Gate's not there anymore. Oh, here's one of my prized possessions. I got a Zulu coconut from Mardi Gras. This is the most prized throw that you can get at a Mardi Gras parade. I'm very happy to have obtained one, and I was very excited that Adam and Cody each got a coconut during their Mardi Gras visit. Speaking of Adam, that is right there in the middle. That is the Olmec head that Adam the Boob gave me there in the middle. You see, looking at this stuff, a lot of stuff that you're looking at right now, several of these elements, the Hodag, the Jackalope, the Zoltar, the Robert the Doll, the uh, the Olmec head are all incorporated in my tattoo. Clickbait is YouTube your main source of income. Thank you for the super chat. YouTube is my only source of income. I get pissed when we say Adam. Here's the thing: I don't get pissed when people talk about Adam. I just don't understand why people ask me where he is, what he's doing, when he lives on the opposite side of the country as me. Oh, let's whip out the old tattoo. See, you can see the hodag right there, the jackalope. There's the Zoltar back there, Robert the doll. And there's the Olmec head right there. A lot of that stuff's right sitting right there. Orange says that claiming the jackalope to be your spirit animal is cultural appropriation. I don't think so. It's American culture. Unless you're some sort of Canadian, I think that's fine. I do not have the goat man in my tattoo, no. I wanted to get another tattoo. St. Louis Ferris. Where's the St. Louis Ferris wheel? I'm gonna be in St. Louis in about 2 weeks, and I'm gonna go get a tattoo tomorrow. I'm gonna call Sacred Lotus. I want to go get a tattoo tomorrow. What gem am I using for my life chat right now? I'm sorry, I don't understand the question. It's a Ferris wheel at Union Station, downtown St. Louis. Maybe I need to ride the Ferris wheel. The original Ferris wheel from the 1893 World's Fair. I heard the one from the original. I heard the original Ferris wheel from the 1893 World's Fair, which I believe is the original Ferris wheel. I heard it was dismantled. Am I using my phone for live chat? Yes, I always use my phone for live chats. Yeah, I better get a freaking partner to ride the Ferris wheel, because lonely people with no friends like me aren't allowed to ride Ferris wheels. Because the man says we can't. That's my only tattoo right now. Yeah. But I want to get some more. Maybe I'll get all down here. I don't know. Never thought I'd get a tattoo, but I really wanted this one. And I have a couple other ideas for stuff I want. Do I still have the Raptor? Yes, second chair. It's right there. Nice Goatman t-shirt. Yes, he lured me on a bridge. No, I bought this shirt, believe it or not, I bought this shirt from Will Russell. Funtown Mountain fame. Actually, I think the did this? Yeah, he has. Yes. I almost forgot. It makes my noise. What's that? A bottle of the Thing water. right there. There's a bag of protection salt. And then we have this.
I thank my lucky stars to be living here today. 'Cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away.
Wait a minute. Don't they sing the whole song? Oh, it's on demo version. Let's play the whole song. My lucky stars to be living here today. The flag still stands for freedom. They can't take that away. To be an American. What?
I thank my lucky stars to be living here.
Why did it stop?
Today. 'Cause the flag still
Stands for freedom. Can't take that away. Proud to be an American. What the heck?
thank my lucky stars to be living here today. And they can't take that away.
Yeah, I think I just need new batteries. To be an American, 'cause at least I know I'm free. I know that Canada's not as good, 'cause they don't let you have tasers. All right. Oh, all right. It's really disappointing that they won't finish. That they won't finish the song. Freedom is dying because the battery's running out. I have had that a while. That is pretty old. Copyright music. If I really get dinged for that, come on. Is someone being annoying in here? Batteries might be leaking. I think they're just worn out. I don't think they're spewing any caustic fluids. See the caricature behind me? Which one? What are we looking at? There's a couple renditions of me. It's by Luke Weaver, Billy Army over there. That one up there, that was done by a guy on the street. What did he call him? He did bad art. He made me in an oyster shell. Talking about, I hope they don't cancel WrestleMania. That would be a bummer. I think if we got to the point where they're canceling WrestleMania, I think we'd be at a pretty bad point. Zachary Johnson. I have done a video at the Reagan Library. You should check it out. Why did I get into wrestling? Because I love it. Have I met Omar Gosh briefly? Yes, I met him briefly at the ill-fated, whatever you call it. Oh my gosh! Don't get me on that again. Nothing. I don't have anything against Omar, but Yeah. Have I ever tried the pizza at the House on the Rock? I have not. Who's my favorite wrestler? Bray Wyatt. See some pop-ups in my live streams. Does it look like Joe Biden is going to be? It's going to be Joe Biden versus Donald Trump. I'm not inviting any sort of political nonsense or arguing. It just that is the state of America from a news and historical purpose. Looks like it's going to be, for all intents and purposes, going to be Joe Biden versus Donald Trump in this upcoming election. I don't care who anyone is voting for, so don't tell me. But historically, looks like that's going to be the. I've got several of these Zoltars. Oh, now I see the problem. Yeah, this run out of batteries. You have to turn it off. I think I left this on. I do have some others, though. Bernie just won Colorado. Well, that makes sense. Chase for certain. They don't allow filming at the Mutter Museum. We've Sanders congratulated Biden. Oh, it'll be interesting. It will be an interesting election. I don't think there's any way to predict. There probably won't be any way to predict who's going to win the election until election day. So it will be an interesting election night. How many months from now? What is it? It's March, April, May, June, July, August, September. No, jeez. What the heck? For freedom. Take that away. Proud to be an American. Ugh. Stops at the same spot every time. Yeah, can you believe that we're going to have to listen to 7 months of Biden and Trump talking smack about each other? This is a nightmare. I'm going to dig a hole for myself. I'm freaking crawling it for 7 months. I'm so glad that I quit using my personal Facebook. I'm gonna do some more Bonnie and Clyde videos. If I find some Bonnie and Clyde stuff, of course I will. Hey, let's talk about Bonnie and Clyde, because sometimes I just get a lot of comments on one video, and I don't know who reads. Probably no one reads the old comments on the new comments on old videos, but like I called Bonnie and. Okay, I think we're gonna have to turn this thing off. Stands for freedom. Okay. Well, they're singing the whole song, but then I'll cut off. Okay. Okay, so anyway, Bonnie and Clyde. In the video, I called them serial killers. Orange D Orange, thank you for the super chat. Says, I would consider doing Cameo.com. I don't think I'm popular enough to do Cameo. I don't think people would necessarily pay for someone at my level to wish them happy birthday. If I honestly thought there was interest, I would sign up, but I don't think there is. So Bonnie and Clyde, I called them serial killers in my videos, which I thought was fair, because they mercilessly killed um, lots of people in different different situations. It was really awful, really rotten what they did to people. And I get a lot of people defending them. Oh, they weren't. They were just bank robbers. They were outlaws. Actually, Jacob, I don't know. So we have 260 people in here. Everyone, tell me, in short, what you think of Bonnie and Clyde. Were they killers? Were they killers or no? William East, thank you for the super chat. Killers, turds. Atticus, you pay me to say happy birthday. Well, I'll just say it for free right now. Happy birthday, Atticus. Ian, how are you doing, Ian? Thank you for the super chat. Ian, my buddy Ian here. He is my Moldorama hookup. A lot of these he has went and got for me when they switch them out at the Brookfield Zoo or museums in Chicago. Clyde did not play electric bass. Clyde played the saxophone. They were killers. We seem to have a lot of agreement. They're hipsters. We see a lot of agreement here in this particular live stream, but a lot of people defend them, and a lot of people take real offense to me saying that they were serial killers. Yeah, that's a Kewpie Moldorama. People being fans of Ted Bundy. They sold at Alcatraz East. They had a T-shirt that had Ted Bundy's car on it and said "Stranger Danger," and they sold that for money. RC, thank you for the super chat. Does ever explore in New England? Lots of weirdness. I love New England. I went to New England twice last year. Ian says, think that for some people the term serial killer evokes images of Dexter-like things where there are extra circumstances. Maybe, I mean, but to me, I mean, they fit the criteria. I can't look it up right now, what the exact criteria is. So just killers? Maybe just killers, murderers. I mean, if what you're saying, Ian, is that, I mean, it may be a little graphic, but that Bonnie and Clyde, that by saying serial killers, you're almost evoking that the crimes had a sexual nature. I'll go ahead and say pretty much all serial killers, their crimes have some sort of sexual nature to them. I'm getting my cord out of my car so I can charge my phone. When Bonnie and Clyde, they weren't killing. Yeah, they really weren't killing like Ted Bundy would kill. Thanks for convincing Dan Bell to start a channel, RC. Thank you, Super Cat, but I can't take any responsibility for that. Dan Bell already had a... Okay, so I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, Ian. I certainly don't necessarily disagree that saying someone's a serial killer evokes like almost like a perversive way of murdering. But they're definitely killers. They were killers, criminals, and not really. It just the romance, the way that people find romance in what Bonnie and Clyde did. I have a little bit of trouble with. Blind guy from Texas. Thank you for the super chat. son of Sam just shot people with the whole dog Satan thing. Yeah, Ryan Reeves says serial killers are plan. Yeah, I mean Bonnie and Clyde. They didn't. It's not like they. I guess because their end goal wasn't killing. I guess separates them from being a serial killer because they didn't seek out to kill people. They more just killed anyone that got in their way, which is horrible. It's a horrible thing to do. It's like if I just if someone was like standing in the way of me filming a video, like I wanted to film something and then someone was in my way, I just killed them so I could film something. That's horrible. I would never do that. I would never kill someone just to film a video. Bonnie and Clyde were not murderers; they were quilders. What the heck? Ian says Clyde was changed by prison. He went out his way to kill law enforcement. Yeah, so I mean, in that aspect, he clearly had a hatred for law enforcement. Wanted to kill. I think he probably enjoyed killing police to a certain degree. It's really unfortunate and just senseless. I've never killed anyone in order to make a video. Somebody go, if you don't mind, to enhance this conversation, would someone look up the dictionary definition of what a serial killer is? The Tone Mister. Yeah. Ian, people like Dahmer, gush in there. Those are dyed in the wool serial killers. Tone Mister, thank you for the super chat. $25. Thanks for all the great videos you create. So many enjoy. Thank you. I mean, if the standards are that low, where it's just killing 3 people in 3 different incidents, I mean, yeah, they fit right in. But I think I still. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting, like Ed Gein, who is one of the world's most notorious serial killer, is not a serial killer. He's not. He killed 2 people in 2 separate incidents. Okay, we got a little thicker definition there. It says often with no apparent motive, typically following character. So in the dry, I guess you could say in the driest of dry definitions, Bonnie and Clyde fit the definition of what a serial killer is. However, when you take into context the way that the more culturally recognized definition of serial killer, they would not necessarily fit. We get some buffering. It's all okay on my end. It's so frustrating because there's nothing I can do. Maybe they were drunk or doing drugs. Most likely. September Quest, David Kemper. I think you mean Ed Kemper. Because they didn't kill in service of abnormal psychological gratification. Yes, Ian, your definition came through. David Fander's Ed Gein was amazing. David, Ian says Mao, Stalin, Pol Pot. Yeah, those. I mean, those are some of the worst killers. But you generally don't think of a serial killer. You don't think of Stalin as a serial killer. But I've heard before that 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 Stalin or Hitler, these are people that have the mindset of a serial killer, and that people like Dahmer and Bundy would love to, had given the opportunity, would absolutely love to have been like Stalin or Hitler. Yeah, we give so many horrible people in the world. This is depressing. I hope if there's this, I hope the coronavirus kills all the active serial killers out there. Maybe then some good could come out of it. Stalin, I believe Stalin. My understanding is Stalin has the highest kill count of any one human being on the face of the earth. He's responsible for more people's death than anyone else in the world. Someone's asked me what my favorite non-Disney amusement park was. Oh, what's my favorite non-Disney amusement park? I'm going to go out there and say, off the top of my head, without having time to research it, maybe Kennywood? Kennywood, I think? Ian, I think Stalin has the highest. Mao. And I think maybe hard to determine because obviously these are monsters that operate in secrecy, that operate, that have the power to cover themselves up. Levitator says still want to ride Captain Spaulding's Dark Ride. Yes, the haunted house at Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood was probably the closest I'll ever get to riding Captain Spaulding's Dark Ride. I can't wait. I can't wait till this haunt season. I can't wait to go to Halloween Horror Nights. I'm so freaking excited. Love Halloween Horror Nights. I have been to Ripley's on the Wax Museum in Branson. Castro's evil. Yeah, I hope. Haunt season can I don't want to look past summer because summer's going to be fun, but dang, I think haunt season is my favorite time of the year. Figures on the shelf where each one came from. You talking about the Moldoramas? Yeah, we can take a look. We can take a look at the Moldoramas. Let's see if I can remember where they each came from. I can't. These flamingos came from San Antonio, Texas. That is a van from Third Man Records in Detroit, Michigan. What do these monkeys say? I don't know where those monkeys. I don't know which zoo those monkeys came from. A lot of zoos had those monkeys. Then we have Frankenstein. I think Ian sent these to me from Brookfield Zoo. The Frankenstein. This is from. Where is this from? I know it from. It's from Wikiwachi Springs. That woman riding a seahorse, as well as that mermaid right there. That Wienermobile came from a Henry Ford Museum. That alligator wrestler came from Gatorland. This Mickey Mouse came from Volo Auto Museum. It was one of the original Disneyland Moldoramas. There's Henry Ford's light bulb. There's the Wonderworks Moldorama. That's the Sears Tower. That's Jack White's guitar. He has those, I think, has those at his Nashville record store. That says on there. What does that say? Field Museum is that dinosaur. Santa Claus, that came from the Henry Ford, I believe. That buffaloes from the Brookfield Zoo. The buffaloes there. That was the Moldorama had their 50th birthday, 100th birthday. Man, I don't know. They had there was a special edition they released for the Moldorama birthday, and I think that Lincoln is from Henry Ford. This gorilla. I don't know where this particular gorilla is from. Oh, it says on the back. This is from the Milwaukee Zoo. This gorilla is very popular. It's in almost every zoo. Then the butterfly. Where'd the butterfly come from? I don't remember where the butterfly came from. This came from the pig. Came from the Lincoln Park Zoo in Chicago. The baby chicks. From the Museum of Science and Industry, because they have baby chicks that are born. And I think the skull came from the Brookfield Zoo. I think that was a Halloween mold. But yeah, love me some Moldoramas. We're in a monkey jungle. No, I haven't. I have a postcard somewhere from Monkey Jungle. Yeah. Oh, sorry. This postcard here, it's a Monkey Jungle postcard that was sent to me back in the 80s by my grandfather, who is deceased. Doesn't Rob Zombie have his own haunted attraction? No, Rob Zombie has, not that I know of, but he has had some Halloween Horror Nights inspired by him. I really loved it actually. In Florida, they had a Halloween match. In Florida, they had a scare zone that was themed after Hellbilly Deluxe, the Rob Zombie album. It was awesome. That was like back in the 90s. Me and my friends listened to Hellbilly Deluxe quite a bit. Living Dead Girl, Dragula. Rob Zombie likes to sue haunted attraction for using his music. You gotta protect your art. I don't begrudge artists for trying to protect their art. Do I listen to any other metal? I'm not like a big listener of metal, but I just remember that's very nostalgic for me. My friend went and bought the album because he was a big metalhead, and he would play that. Oh my gosh, Living Dead Girl Dragula. He'd play that album in the car every day when we go riding, and so it's just very nostalgic. And I do like a lot of the Rob Zombie imagery. I like the more. I'm not as big a fan of the Devil's Rejects. Um, like that was too dark for me. I like the House of a Thousand Corpses kind of theming more because even though it is disturbing, it has more of a stylized horror element to it, and it's not as gritty and I like his music videos. Rob Zombie's, especially from Hellbilly Deluxe, has some great music videos. The darkest item in the bunker. Well, I think to find the darkest item in the bunker, we must go to the unfinished Cabinet of Curiosities. I've got the taxidermy up there. The darkest item. Oh, here. Here we go. We have the new Chronomicon. This is a screen used prop from a television show. My friend Shane Morton from Silver Scream Studios. Yep, right here. New Chronomicon prop, screen used from Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell. Shane Morton. Silver Screen FX Lab. Dr. Bombay's Underwater Tea Party? What? Is that the name of the book? Chasing Life. Chasing Life by Sanjay Gupta is the actual real book inside. I don't know if Sanjay Gupta would want his book turned into a Necronomicon. Bound in human flesh, Madge. Madge. It's bound in human flesh. Human flesh. Human flesh. David Fancher, you love Pretty Face Going to Hell? Yeah, my friend Shane Morton. I've done videos at his studios. He is the creative director, special effects. He's in charge of all the special effects. He does all the him and his team do all the special effects and props for the show and makeup. So very very cool to own a piece of that. Yeah, see that's Shane, my friend Shane, he's friends with Henry Zabrowski. It drives me nuts because I don't want to be the guy that's like, dude, you got to introduce me to Zabrowski because I am a huge fan of Henry Zabrowski, a huge mark for Henry Zabrowski, and we have a mutual friend. But I don't want to be the dill hole that's like, you gotta force him to meet me, because that's awkward, Did I ever get hit by a chair? Yes. I've been hit by a chair. No, I would love to just sit and talk with Henry Zabrowski. Love to just hear him rant. All right, guys, we've been on here for almost an hour. So I need to do a shave, it looks like. But thank you for joining me. And I don't know. I think there's a new video today. So there would be a new video, not tomorrow, but the next day. So thank you for joining me. I hope everyone here has a wonderful evening. Hashtag Team Balto. Oh, thank you, Adventure Jar. Thank you for the super chat. It says you're a huge inspiration to me and my crew. Well, thank you. I appreciate it so much. This one's in the bag.